Okay, 197 pounds here. Blake Rosholt, who we saw earlier, losing to Dustin Kilgore, now 9-4 against Taylor Kettman, who lost in the Wisconsin duel for Northern Iowa 4-0.
Oh.
Kettman, a redshirt freshman. Rosholt, a junior. Kettman from Waterloo, Iowa. A city known for producing great wrestlers, including one of the greatest, Dan Gable.
Rosholt in that first match actually had Kilgore slowed down a little bit. I thought he was wrestling pretty well for a while.
Kent State will take third place in this tournament, leading 33-6 with just the heavyweights to go.
It's a good day for Jim.
Impressive win over a Big Ten team that was ranked in the top 20.
And Oklahoma State well on their way cruising here against Northern Iowa.
Minute and 30 to go here in the first period.
Brian, while our action's a little bit slow, for those of you who haven't heard, obviously wrestling has been voted to not be in the next Olympics by one board. How does that all work? Is it guaranteed that it's not going to work?
There's a review process that comes up yet in like 6 weeks or so, but rarely would they refute that in such a near period of time. If the board has voted on it now, it's not likely to change in the next few weeks. But you know what? The 2020 Olympics are 7 years away yet.
They may determine. Here's some back points by Rosholt.
Trying.
You would think they would disqualify the fella that's in charge of the IOC, as both he and his father had positions with the pentathlon.
Monetarily rewarding positions.
Right, that make it a minor conflict of interest, if not a major conflict of interest.
Slowly getting this put in for, I don't think no back points yet.
He hasn't, but
I did see that the head of FILA resigned yesterday.
Yeah, I did see
that's
that.
an illegal scissors on the head. I don't know if he's going to get that. Yeah. Doesn't have it at the knee. Had it at the calf, but he had his foot at the calf, not at the knee socket.
4-1 right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Rosholt's a real tough rider. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Rosholt in the top 8 from the simple fact that the way that he rides. And we see him get a cheap 2 points here right at the end of the first period.
30-7 is our team score right now.
Virtually the only wrestler who didn't ride tough for Oklahoma State was the 184.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't come up through their system. He's a transfer, as you
Right.
remember, from an NAIA school, Lindenwood. As to international wrestling, one of the things
Another
this
good shot
might
by
do is
Rosholt.
that it'll help the international community in wrestling come up with some better rules for freestyle. That clinch rule where you draw the ball out every time, I mean, that's a loser.
So is the push each other out of bounds rule. But even with their bad rules, there's nothing as bad as speed walking and the pentathlon and the gymnastics with the ribbons and the ball. I mean, I could come up with at least a dozen of sports
Which
that
are, of course, important to some people, but you're talking about the original first sport.
Right.
I mean, how do you even consider dropping that?
11-1 right now. It's all TV money.
But,
well, there wasn't
but
TV for.
there can't be TV money in speed walking and a lot of those other sports, right? I mean, those are kind of like the JV sports of the marathon, real gymnastics. I mean,
Yeah, right.
come on. Here we take a look at the takedown here by Rosholt. Nice drop down into a low single, picks it up, puts it on his hip. Easy two, keeps the legs twisted.
As a team, they pick ankles well.
I mean, let's face it, Jeff. As a team, they do pretty much everything.
Everything well, yeah.
This is going to be a good race, I think, at the national tournament. I think early on, all of us thought that Penn State would run away with it.
Right.
You're getting a good look at a very tough Oklahoma State team.
It's been a pleasure to watch them work here. There's no question about it.
But the other thing is, let's face it, that what's going to win the national championship is how you do in the semifinal rounds for both first and second and third and fourth.
Right.
That's where national titles are won.
13-2 with 2 on the mat right now. And that ends the second period at 15-2.
Close to ending the match.
Interestingly, what may end up being one of the most pivotal matches for both Penn State and Oklahoma State could be the matchup between Caldwell and Taylor in the semifinals.
As far as teams go.
Right, for the team championship.
16-2 here, takedown wins. A technical fall. He's had back points.
Well, if Caldwell's ever going to beat him, he looks like he's heading into that area of the year, looking really good thus far. Today was a good example. Rosholt trying to just set up one more takedown and call it a day.
I wonder whether next year after Galagayoff graduates, whether this might be their heavyweight.
Yeah. Oh, good shot. Very nice power double.
That's it.
That's it.
18-2, 16-point victory.
5 team points. Nice day for him.